Alrighty, so sorry I had to split that into two clips there, but had to discuss some important issues with my wife there. Our baby's not too cooperative tonight. So this is the controller, the control panel for the Riptide. It's pretty simple and looks a little bit more confusing just to get everything up and running and set up exactly the way you want it, but it works for now. I think we could really do with a Neptune Fusion compatibility or Apex compatibility for this controller. But basically you determine your modes. Right now it's on the constant speed, so that's this little arrow down here. Can't really see the impression, but it's in constant speed. If I wanted to go to the other mode, I just hit the mode button, and you see here, little arrow moved over. So now what that does is this is the pulsing mode. So now you'll see probably, if we switch over to the tank, you might be able to see some pulsing going on. I got it set for a somewhat lengthy pulse mode. Yeah, you can probably hear it. Yeah, pulse. And then stop. And then pulse. So that's all user configurable. So whatever pulse mode you'd like to use, basically all you do is you hit your setup button, little light goes green in the middle, spin the dial down to decrease your intensity or the pulse, I can't remember which order it is, anyway, hit it again and again, and you're back to your mode with the new setting applied. So it's pretty easy to use. You get this is a reverse function mode. I haven't got a whole lot of experience with this one yet, but it pumps forward and then it reverses the motors in the opposite direction to blow the current backwards in the reverse motion. And then of course you have a feed mode, turns it off for a set amount of time, and then you're just back into your constant. So you got three modes plus the feed mode. Pretty simple to use, pretty straightforward once you figure it out. So we'll zoom back out here and walk on over. Now I'm not going to be able to keep this video on too long. I don't want those lights to overheat. They, again, don't have the fans built into them yet. So that's the length of the shot. You don't see a whole lot going on. There is, I mean, there's enough motion up there that you definitely get good surface agitation out of the gyre. And I mean, you can position gyre any way you want. I've got it positioned so it more or less shoots horizontally across the top of the tank instead of up and into the top. I can shoot it up. The more severe you do that, the bigger the wave, I guess, effect you get on the surface, but not interested in that. I'm interested more in the current, water moving around. So anyway, I like it so far. We'll see how this performs in a 300-gallon tank. I'm thinking that we're probably going to need to get the bigger model to suit this tank once it gets fully decorated, once all the rockets brought in, and the corals and so on and so forth. But as for right now, I think it'll get me started, and I think when I do get the bigger one, I might just go with one vertical and one horizontal on the one side of the tank and get a double gyre going. I think that'll really help pronounce the effect of the gyre. So anyway, I'll get this posted and you guys can let me know what you think.